Hello everyone and welcome back to Civ 6 with Ambiorix and also Pericles and Julius Caesar. Now, I was reading up about Ambiorix on Wikipedia the other day, and Ambiorix and Julius Caesar were not good friends. They fought against each other a lot, so it's weird that we're declared friends now. And whether he will stay a declared friend, given we've declared war with Pericles, I don't know. But Pericles is doing well and I want to stop him. And also I want Corinth, so that's really the plan. So we're going to move all these levied troops from Nan Modal over that way. There's a lot of hills for us to cross, but there's a great deal of warriors here actually, which is quite useful. And we do have a trader heading down to Auckland, so that should also just about help with things. Now, once I've built my oppidum at Aduatuca, I'm going to probably get another settler down. My hope is I can still get the settler down here past Summer Breva in time. We'll just have to see, because we want to try cut Rome off. They've got another city there, which is not great, but you know, we can make it work.
If bread is the first necessity of life, recreation is a close second.
Okay, so we've got games of recreation down. I'd like to go for the defensive tactics so I can get the mausoleum at Halicarnassus, but for that I need a harbour, and I haven't got that yet, so I'm actually going to go for drama and poetry, because we're doing pretty well in terms of culture. Although good old Julius Caesar is catching up there. In terms of our research, let's get writing down. Let's focus on that so we can get some actual science down. Then we'll probably work on currency and then maybe celestial navigation, because we will be wanting harbour in future. Let's keep working on Corinth. That's probably the only city I really want to take off Greece. Although if I could snab that builder of Greece's, that'd be excellent. Well, no, don't go around the city, wait. Okay, go here and go here. Yes, if we could take that builder, that'd be excellent. I'm just going to keep having a look-see around, see what Rome are doing. If I get, like I said, if I can get one city here, I don't think I'm going to get one up there, but I can build another 2 cities further back here, probably. But I'm not going to be able to get one up there, that's the problem. But as long as I can get to that river spot in time, before the loyalty gets too bad, and that'll be okay. 4 turns till Summer Breva has its builder, which will be really good because we're struggling a little bit for growth. And eventually we will go over and set up our preserve over at the Pantanal, but we just need to get some more growth going here at the moment. Okay, let's keep on going. We will take Corinth if we can, because also there's just a great amount of production. There's some faith here. There's a holy site, which is quite useful. So I wouldn't have to build my own holy site. Let's just make sure Auckland isn't suzerained with anyone. They're not, which is good. I'm going to use this warrior here to try and catch up to that. Oh, there's 2 builders there. Yes, please. That'd be excellent to try and grab. Okay, let's get everyone in as best we can. Get this warrior here back over the way, and you can just go there for now. And we'll keep moving our Gassetti around. That's almost certainly not how you say it, but you know, hey ho. So still no issues with loyalty just yet, but I'm really concerned. I would also have to probably get Mogadishu on side as well, because then we could probably do trade over the water, which would be very useful indeed. Obviously, Fez is not a fan of us, but I'm not sure if I want Auckland or Mogadishu more as to be suzerain. We'll have to see. At some point, Corinth is going to build walls, which I'm not thrilled by. So we will build a battering ram when we can. It looks like those builders are returning back to safety of the city, which is, you know, unfortunate, but hey ho.
Writing.
Okay, we've got writing, which means let's go into. Is there much we need to? There's not really much we need to irrigate at the moment, so I'm going to go for currency, I think. And let's bring you in here. You can attack. There's not much we can do per turn just yet. I will send 1 warrior to try capture at least one of these builders, so I don't have to build my own builders. It's very useful to be able to capture someone else's. And we'll get the rest of these guys moving. This boat can be promoted, so let's do that so it stays alive and can probably take out that galley next turn. 2 turns to Samurai Breather to be getting a builder. There's also, I'm not sure I realised this, there's a village here. But we can get there this turn with the village. What's the village going to give for us? It's going to give us...
Power of life is wasted. That is
the tech for horseback riding, that's okay. It's not quite what I would have chosen if possible, but hey-ho, we will go with it. We'll take currency now because we're not doing all too hot in terms of money. And I do like to have lots of money in these games if entirely possible. We may need to put a governor down in this new city, we'll just have to see. And it's going to grow pretty slowly. There's not much food around. So we're going to have to find a way to... make this city grow, because at the moment it's going to grow very slowly indeed. But there we go, we have the Oppidum. Oppidum was no accident, but the result of the unique genius of our people. It's 4 era score. Does that push us up to a golden? No, it doesn't, but it does avoid a dark age, which is very good. Right, let's keep on pushing into Corinth as best we can, but we do need some more warriors to turn up before we can do that. Because right now we're not pushing into Corinth with much strength. It'd be useful to have more strength. The majority of our army is still a little bit further back. Ooh, there's a catapult there. Okay, that could be a problem. But I want to try to take that builder if I can. But let's start laying into Corinth here. Because we're a little bit behind in terms of cities. We're going to need to catch up one way or another. We'll get the boat to move down this way. See what else we can find here in the English Channel. So it's the English Channel. But it's between Greece, Rome and Gaul, or Belgium. You need to move, Mogadishu. Or I could settle here, which would actually be better in terms of... I'm actually going to settle here, it'd be better in terms of food production, because we'll have the horses nearby, we can settle. So I'd actually prefer that, I think. Right, we could get a workshop down in 12 turns. We're already doing okay in terms of production here. I think we're producing pretty quickly. Could go for an ancestral hall to keep pumping out builders, but we did start work on the audience chamber as well. Could go for a granary. Could even try for something like the oracle. But 17 turns is a lot of time to commit to the oracle, and I think the oracle will be done in about 10 turns by someone else. We obviously can't build a campus yet because we don't have a population of 7 or greater. It's one of the issues with the Gauls, that the population growth can be pretty slow. Let's just grab a battering ram. No, let's get another couple of units out, like thus. And we also have another envoy to send. I'd like to send one to Fez, to be honest, to get the extra science. But I think, given we're at war, it's not going to actually help. So I'm just going to hold on to my envoy for now. And... actually, no, we'll work towards Auckland, because we have some shallow tiles, I believe. Some coastline. And that means we get some extra production there, which would not go amiss, given we've got 3 units, or 3 tiles there, which require it. So that's not the worst thing in the world by any means. Okay, it looks like the military is starting to respawn now over at Ephesus, so it's actually probably good we're getting a couple of additional units out. Both of the builders are running away, which is unfortunate, but to be expected. Because I would love to build us myself, but unfortunately not. So we're going to keep going into Corinth. We just need the rest of our units to kind of catch up a little bit, because they're a little bit behind at the moment. You can just fortify. We're not making much progress at the moment. Let's move the warrior across. Production over at Samurai Breather. Finally, we have our builder out. We're going to save our zoning for a district over here, which I'm actually just going to buy now, because I might need to end up... No, that's fine, I don't need to end up destroying the copper. I can do that anyway, that's not a problem. 31 turns is still a long way to go for that. what do we want to focus on? No, let's, you know what, let's commit to the preserve here. We'll get rid of the copper. It's not going to do anything for us straight away, but in the future it will really, really help us. But we do need to work on food here in some area because we're just struggling. And we can settle Noviodunum, if that's how you say it, which you probably don't. It's going to be an okay city. It's probably not the best one, but I wanted to secure the iron, the horses, and basically ensure that Rome doesn't get too much of a power spurt in this area. We will, however, go for walls in Noviodunum because I'm concerned that we might get counterattacked by Caesar. We do not have really enough military in the area to be able to deal with him at the moment. Right. You could just take a turn to heal up until everyone else, until all the rest of the military arrives. Okay, Nan Modal is level. Okay, Auckland has been suzerained by Pericles. That's annoying. 4. Right, the next time I get a governor promotion, I'm going to get Amani and take out Auckland because Auckland's going to be annoying to deal with. And I'd really quite like Auckland to be on my side, but it's not going to be for the moment because Pericles wants it for himself. But we can at least move everyone closer together, and we work well as a warband, kind of close proximity to each other. I'm going to pull this warrior back. He's probably still... Actually, that was a terrible place to put him because he's going to go between 2 separate catapults. We're going to transfer this trader over to I can never say that name. Samarabriva, and that's going to allow him to get a trade route down to Noviodunum and possibly even over to Capua or Rome or something similar. Right, you need to still build some more food related items, I would say, because it's just growing way too slowly. I'll bring you back over here. How much is it for a build at the moment? 260, so a little way off. Something we can sell to Rome at the moment, I'm just curious. Not really. Actually, we can sell you diplomatic favour. I don't need diplomatic favour at the moment, whereas I know the AI loves diplomatic favour. Not at the moment, it doesn't. Okay, that's fine. I'm not going to be able to really sell it to Pericles, to be honest. Okay, so let's do this. Keep moving down with our boats, see what we find. We might find another couple of small islands to settle as well. There's Olympia, which we might want to end up taking out after Corinth as well, just to ensure that we kind of have this area under lock and key. We'll just have to see how this goes. This warrior is going to die, unfortunately, because I placed him in a really bad spot between 2 catapults. But he's kind of acting as bait, which is also not a terrible thing while we push Corinth. But once we've taken out Corinth, I'm probably going to try push Olympia, but if needs be, I'll sue for peace. Right, we don't need to actually change any policies there. I'd like some of the governor, so either recorded history or defensive tactics. We'll go for defensive tactics because we're actively at war. That's okay. And let's get you. We can get you down here because we might even be able to pillage that holy site next turn. Let's move you along to here. We'll get everyone moving in, just so we're actually. Does this mean? I think it should now actually be actively under siege, which is going to be quite useful. You can't do much this turn, so just fortify. And over at Samarabriva, you are going to build me a farm. And I'm going to get you to actively work it, even though you don't want to. Which is going to slow down our production again, but the food is important. 58 turns, but soon it will change over. Right, where do you want to go? You can go to Rome for 1 production, 3 gold and 1 faith. I don't think we need to connect Noviodunum and Samarabriva. They're pretty close together. We'll take the gold from going over to Rome. And it might actually help one of his kind of secret agendas if he has one. Okay. There's a lot of Auckland warriors around, which I'm not thrilled by. I need another 2 envoys one way or another. because right now we're at war with Fez and Auckland, which of course is not great. And we're now producing man-at-arms, which is annoying because that's going to take a lot longer than the Gassete, which I originally asked them to produce, but for some reason they switched over to the man-at-arms, which of course is a lot stronger, but does take a lot longer to produce. 8 turns is a long time to wait. Let's go for an archer instead. No, we're actually going to go for a settler. I want to get another settlement out over here by the Pantanal. Greece has founded Eastern Orthodoxy, that's okay. I'm hoping Auckland are kind of just going to leave us alone while we take out Corinth.
If it does not bring you happiness, will at least help you be miserable in comfort.
Very true. So, let us... You can raise this and put some faith, which we don't really need, but given that he's just founded a religion, it's probably good we don't allow him to do so. Right, let's try start looking to Corinth proper, because we need to make some progress from this war, otherwise it will all have been for naught. Of course, we're just using basic warriors, which is not perfect by any means, but we do have a lot of warriors here. So that's my hope, is that we can just keep on pushing into Corinth and win that way instead. And we will be taking the city, because otherwise this whole venture has really been rather useless. You can't do anything, you can't, so you're just going to hold here against the Auckland troops. And this builder here, we're going to need a bit of production, that's fine. And you can go up here and build on the stone. It's not a... We'd actually be better off going down here and buying this tile, because it's a hill. And that will give us some... Yeah, let's do that. Go buy that, because then it will also give us some bonuses to our culture, and it'll give us a culture problem as well, which would be very useful. Technology, let's work towards celestial navigation, just because it's a useful tech to have. And actually we're further ahead, but that is only because we've got apprenticeship, which is something that Ambiorix really manages to get to nice and early, thanks to his oppidum. There goes the oracle, so it was not worth attempting to build, so I'm happy about that. Catapults are coming in now from Greece, so we're going to have to really start moving this wall quickly, because catapults will start to have an effect pretty soon, as well as Auckland coming in from the side as well. 7 turns till we get our governor title. Right, let's keep going. We're gonna have to push in, even with this damaged unit. I'm actually going to focus on the city more than the units, because we can pretty much sue for peace straight afterwards, especially as that Singer has got a promotion pretty much straight away. But we will manage to push into Corinth, if not this turn, then I think next turn. I don't really mind about the religion per se, that's not a problem. We'll take you out, just so you're not annoying us, and we might even steal the Auckland builder, because why not? Auckland won't remember when we eventually take their suzerainty. So, push into Corinth, it's going to be below half, and thankfully these are all someone else's units. Although I think I am having to... I don't even think I'm having to pay for them, which is quite useful. Let's move you along, and you are now under siege. I thought you were under siege before, but this way we're completely surrounding Corinth. We could even try for Olympia if we're lucky. But even just taking Corinth out will be pretty useful, as there's going to be pretty good production and stuff around here. Okay, Aduatuca is growing, and let's have a look at over here. We're going to want another builder down in Noviodunum for sure. So you're going to go down there, you'll build a mine next turn, and that will get the iron into our empire. So we're going to be getting a lot of iron, which is really useful. But oh, they built a catapult, that's annoying. They're putting up a pretty fierce resistance outside Corinth, so it's, you know... not okay, you want to make peace. If you give me Corinth, no, you won't take it, that's fine. I'll make peace after I take Corinth, because Auckland are creating a bit too much military for my liking. I'll take Corinth. I'd like to try to take Olympia as well, but I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't believe in astrology. I'm a
So, a
Sagittarius.
nice quick war
Risk it.
where we hopefully take Corinth. You can upgrade. You're going to have to upgrade, I think, in order to stay alive. So that's fine, range strength. And let's start whacking into Corinth here. Also, there's the catapult there, which is, I think, going to help with its... Yeah, it's got a garrison catapult, which is giving it some bonus melee strength. But it's okay. We're not far off now. It might end up being next turn, not this turn. We're really using a lot of Nan Modals. Or I say we've only got 19 turns left to make this work. We're going to pull this guy back. Can we take Corinth with that? Let's find out. Yes, we can. Excellent. So we take Corinth this turn. Also gives us Eureka towards mathematics. And yeah, we do believe rebellion is not. It's going to rebel quite heavily. Right, we're gonna keep it though. 5 turns to rebellion because it's disloyal, understandably, because we just took it over. And the pressure from Greece is going to be bad. We need to put a governor down there to deal with that issue. We're gonna have to move. Pingala over. That's gonna buy us time with Corinth, I would say. 12 turns. Pericles, would you take a piece now? You would cede Corinth. Would you give me money as well? 8 gold per turn. Would you give me would you give me Olympia as well? No, he wouldn't give me Olympia. 8 gold for 30 turns, make peace, and he cedes Corinth. You know what? I'll take it. And we will... I want open borders with him. 113 gold, you're welcome. So, Corinth has got 12 turns to stabilise at the moment. Right now we're working on a terrible tile because this is a very production heavy city. Goodness me. So we're going to need to get a builder out here for sure. Because right now the food is just dreadful. There's more of everything else. It's been a quick war, but not necessarily a very good one. I'm actually going to... As soon as I get 80 gold next turn, I'm going to buy that sheep to try give Corinth some growth. For now, though, we will get a builder down here in Corinth. And you're going to build me a mine, so some extra production. And some culture, which is good. So now only 16 turns to preserve, so we can really start to work the Pantanal. And that's hopefully going to give us the boost we need, because we're falling a little bit behind, I would say, to some of our counterparts elsewhere. 12 turns, and also the problem with moving Pingara away from Aduatuca is that Corinth is not in a great spot. 8 turns into rebellion. We're going to take that and we're going to make them work it because, goodness me, we need the food. It's only 1 extra food, but it's something. You're just going to fortify. Pretty much all of you are just going to fortify until healed. In all honesty, we might lose Corinth. But we'll just do our best to hold on to it for now. And we've had a quick dirty war, which is fine as well. You guys can go scout up north, see what you find. Probably not a huge amount, given that Rome's up there. That's okay. If we lose Corinth, so be it. Obviously, it's not perfect. I would have liked to hold on to Corinth if entirely possible. Once Pingala is there, we might stand a chance of holding on to it, but we do need to bring Auckland on side, otherwise we're never going to be able to hold both places. 4 turns, but in 3 turns we'll get Pingala there. How are we doing for amenities? Governor placed here, -+8. Occupation, so yeah, Grievous is the city founder. And there's a lot of pressure from nearby citizens, that's the problem. So we really may not be able to hold it, that's the problem. And it's a very production heavy city, it grows incredibly slowly. Even having bought those sheep now. A major drought over here by our newest cities. Aduatuca, let's get another city down. And it's going to be over here by the coasts, I would say. There we go, that'll do. And what do we want to work on with you now? We've still can't build many more districts because we're incredibly slow for growth, but I'll build these ancient walls because I want to be able to protect Aduatuca, because now that Greece is not a fan of us, we're going to have some issues. Corinth, 2 turns. We're going to lose Corinth, aren't we? Maybe if we'd got around to declaring war on them sooner, we might have been okay. But I'm not sure there's going to be we're going to be able to do now to hold on to it. And Rome has founded Aquileia. Interesting. So Corinth is going to rebel in 1 turn, so there's literally no point holding on to it. You're being reassigned back to Aduatuca. There we go. Because we can't hold on to Corinth any longer, sadly. So it'll fall to being a free city. Not great, but hey ho, we're just going to have to make it work. It's not going to hold. So we may as well get Pingala back in Aduatuca as soon as possible. And Corinth falls, there we go. It's going to be a free city, so I'm getting all my troops out of Nan Modal, all my suzerain troops out of Corinth. We could try and retake it, I suppose. It's actually not a terrible idea. But it will just fall to... I think it will just fall to Greece again. I imagine it's going to fall to Greece anyway. Just because of the amount of citizens they have here, unfortunately. So let's just pull those troops back. And we're going to ensure that Auckland falls to us, not to Pericles. Going forward, I would say. He's only got 4 envoys there, so that's not too bad. I'm sure we can take that. And if we can get Mogadishu in time as well, that would probably help with Rome. I'm not thrilled about Aquileia's placement there from Rome. But unfortunately, we just have to deal with it. So again, we're really struggling for food in this map. It just really does not seem to be coming to us. But I will buy that, and I'm going to ensure that someone is working on that, so we grow much quicker, because goodness me, we need it. Definitely a slow start, but we're kind of keeping the overall score for now, although Pericles is really pushing ahead in the science. We need to get Pericles Pingala back into Aduatuca as soon as possible. Once we get ancient walls, we'll work on some other stuff. Let's put you onto auto explore and see what you find. So head down here past English Channel, see what you find there. Oracle, Great Library are done. Some wonderful wonders that I'd love to have, but unfortunately not. Me and Pericles are probably not going to be buddies going forward, given that I, attacked him. But maybe over time. I need to renew my friendship with Julius Caesar, because I don't want him attacking me at all, because he's got legions, and that's very scary indeed.
Is superior to opulence.
But there we go. There's the mausoleum. Let's renew our friendship with Caesar, because I'm scared by Caesar, in all honesty. I'm very scared by Caesar. Okay. Let's ensure that we keep going with our cultural tech, because we're doing okay in terms of culture. We're not leading anymore. And actually, Pericles is starting to catch up now, which is troublesome. We'll go for recorded history, so we get another governor title. Governor title here, we're going to get Amani, and she's going to take Auckland for us, I hope. You're just going to pull back into Simera Breva. Interesting. You guys should be able to get down there without too much issue. I don't think Rome will sneak behind us, another city behind us. So we'll get one down here, and we'll probably get one up in the very north. It's going to be kind of a terrible tundra city, but it's better than nothing. Because at the moment we can't really get past Auckland to see what's up there, but we'll send a warrior up with Nan Modal to see what we find. But yeah, we need to start boosting our culture and science because we are struggling for sure. Let's just get the warriors out of there so they don't have any issues with Corinth. And then we need to catch up with our growth, with our science, with everything. We are falling behind now, which is not good. We were doing well in terms of culture at the beginning. Once we get the the setup of the Pantanal, that will really help. But for the time being, we can't do that. We've got to get the preserve and the grove down. Right, is there anything I can sell? I don't really have many luxury resources either, which is proving troublesome. How much would you give me for 45 diplomatic favour? I just need the money at the moment, to be perfectly honest with you. You'd only give you 1 gold? No, absolutely not. I'll hold on to my diplomatic favour then. I mean, Deity always pushes ahead in terms of their stats. Also, it's interesting, the Romans and Boudica, obviously a natural enemy of Rome. But they always tend to push ahead in terms of score, but I'm concerned about the tech in general. I'm guessing we'd probably... We're still ahead in science for now, at least ahead of Rome, not by much. Although culture we've now dropped to last place.
Set your course by the stars, not by the light.
So we need to really make this work now. There's not much we can do to change that, however. Okay. Let's go and do... Let's work towards military engineering. No, go for irrigation. We've waited long enough to get irrigation down. Get irrigation, then we can work from there. Adortuca, still can't build anything else. Could have a granary for an extra food. Or could go for the oppidum, which might be useful. Go for the workshop, I suppose. Get some additional production down there. Now, Auckland, how are we doing? He's not going to be happy that we're going to try take Auckland away from him. But I want Auckland for myself, for the inevitable counterattack from Greece. And as expected, Corinth will fall back into Greece's hands. Unfortunate, but not much we can do about that. Right. Oh, there's a slinger up here. We should probably go deal with them. You guys can all just fortify in space, because they'll return back to the Corinth's military, also to Nan Modal's military momentarily. As long as we keep Nan Modal on the side, that's important, because that's boosting our culture. Pingala is now back in Adortuca, so our culture has returned, which is good, and some of our science has also returned, so we're not doing as badly as we were before. But still something we've got to keep a wary eye on for sure. Right, 17 turns. 7 turns to get the preserve down. Just make sure people are working sensible tiles. Actually, for now, I mean, the culture's nice, of course, but I'd actually just rather get the preserve down quickly. Because then they'll get into 5 turns. It does mean that our population grows a lot slower, however. 7 turns to 5. Okay, no, let's go back to what you were doing before. That's fine. Obviously 7 turns isn't ideal, but it's better than nothing for sure. 2 turns for walls in Naviodunum, and then we can keep working from there. we'll get a builder down in this part of the world, because there's a lot of things to upgrade. And we can get a culture bomb there, which would kind of help us to take out some territory from under the nose of Rome at Aquileia. But we do want to probably get Mogadishu on side as well, given how close its proximity is to us. Okay, the handguns have been built, that's fine. You can just go on alert. You can just keep pulling back, because, I mean, I'm going to lose these troops in 9 odd turns anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We'll see if we can get through past Auckland to find out what's in the other part of the map here. Because right now we're just not finding many new places to settle, unfortunately. That settler can settle in just about a turn's time, and they can go on to the strategic resources there. The problem is I've had to kind of design this entire game around the Pantanal, and if the Pantanal doesn't work out for me in the long run, it's just going to not work out in general. Pericles has denounced me, but Pericles has also declared war on Indonesia, which is interesting that they're further down behind us. Irrigation is now done. Let's try work towards some of that education, because we need the additional science for sure. So mathematics into science, because I could do the university, but we don't even have a... we don't even have a single science district down yet, purely because we struggling. The Oppidum would of course be lovely, but given how slow this city is going to grow, I think we need to go for something like a campus instead. Although the only good place it can go is there, which is going to get rid of our cattle, annoyingly. So it's going to have to probably go somewhere else, can it? Because it can't go next to our town. It can't go next to our centre, unfortunately. It wouldn't go there either, which was a silly thing to buy. So let's get the Oppidum down wherever we can. That's a pretty terrible tile there. We just need... how much more gold? 13 more gold. Caesar, is there some way I can have 13 gold off you? I'll sell you some horses or something. But I just want to get the Oppidum down this turn. I'll sell you some horses. How many horses do you want? 8 horses for 13 gold, so be it. And put down an Oppidum on this spot here. So we're really production heavy as a civ, but growth and science, not so much. Hopefully at Samurai Breaver we can put one down once it's grown further. But we just need to get some higher growth cities. So we founded Ratumakos, something like that. This should go a little bit quicker as a city. You're going to go straight into a builder. Make sure you're working the sensible tile. You are, thank goodness. But we should be kind of first in line to great engineers. So we should be first in line to buy Sheng, which would be wonderful. And we are not really adding out the great people points at the moment, which is obviously not great. We did have a few turns of Corinth to get some great profit points, but not long enough. Okay, that's fine, we'll manage. There's some friendly tribes past here, in fact there's quite a few of them. There's lots of friendly tribes in fact. How long do I have? 8 turns. There's probably no way you're going to make it there in 8 turns. There's Indonesia, I found them. And there's Crater Lake, interesting. Maybe think about a city past Auckland up here. There's not really much we can do there at the moment, unfortunately. Corinth will fall to Greece. Greece is doing really well now, actually, in terms of its kind of popularity, so that's fine. Thankfully, Auckland is finding us lots of places, but I just need to... I suppose if I suzerain, if I levy the military of Auckland, I can really push into Greece again. They've got a good military, as well as Nan Modal's as well. But some of Nan Modal's military is going to fall here, unfortunately, but so be it. It's not really my military per se. 4 turns to preserve them, we still need to build the grove after that. We do need some more builders down in this part of the world, because this is where the majority of our cities are now. We will probably want to get some more cities down somewhere, or conquer them somewhere. But given that it's tundra and everything, it's just not... it's not great, to be honest. Okay, a lot of Nan Modal's levied troops are going to go down here. So we need to be slightly wary of a Greek counter-attack coming in. Obviously they've denounced us, they're not particularly best buddies. But hey-ho. We will just have to make this work. I said I would be playing this honest man, and I meant it. Another unmet city-state has been defeated. That suggests to me that there's a very angry civ here, maybe Germany, or possibly the Zulu, or even the Aztecs. I believe they are ones who tend to go after the city-states a lot. Why are you working the... No, that's fine. Work the food wherever you can. That's fine. And of course the really good production science there, so that's actually okay. You're making sensible decisions, game, for once. But we do need some builders. We really need to improve our tiles down here. We've got good culture, ways to get good culture. We really need to take advantage of that as best possible, really. And we've got good production, but good production doesn't mean anything if we only have like 3 citizens to work in our actual cities. Corinth should fall to Greece in 1 turn,
terrible things in my life,
so that's not too bad.
some of which actually
Great Library would be nice, of course, to get, but I don't think we're going to get it. And let's work towards naval tradition, but it's not really that useful. Feudalism, however, would be useful to get the serfdom thing down, so we can get 2 extra build actions. I think building 6 farms is going to be a tough ask, so I will just take military training before we do that, just to get another envoy. Governor title. Right, Raina's the one with the unimproved tiles on, isn't she? Yes, each unimproved feature, forestry management. She is going to go into Samurai Breather. And she should hopefully help with the Pantanal and stuff. We do have an envoy here, which is good. And we are now, yes, we are now Suzerain of Auckland, which is excellent. I'm going to put 1 envoy into Fez to just get some additional science. It will help with our science. 2 science adding on to 17 is, of course, very, very good indeed. I'm struggling to see where we're going to put down another city, however. Possibly one right here at the water's edge. Taking advantage of some of the sea resources. I think that's really the only other place I can see for a new city to go. Possibly on that woods tile there. We've lost Auckland again. That's going to have gone to Greece, I would imagine. Thankfully we can take it back with military training once we get the envoy there. And Corinth has succumbed to us. Let's join Greece again. Unfortunate, but to be expected, sadly. Okay, let's keep going. We are falling behind in everything now. I mean, our culture is just about keeping up with everyone else's. And once we get this, I'm really putting a lot of hope on the Pantanal here to really push me forward. Because at the moment I'm not seeing much else that's going to push us forwards into the echelons of actually winning. So, Samurai Breather, I need you to get me down a grove ASAP. I mean, 21 turns is still a long way away, but it's better than nothing, because it gives me 2 food, 2 faith, and 2 culture for adjacent unimproved breathtaking tiles. And the appeal over by the Pantanal is going to be excellent. So even some of these other tiles can get some additional benefits as well. So it's really worth doing. But it of course does come with some downsides as well. We will try get... I'm trying to work, can you only build one preserve per city? Because if you can build more than one preserve, that'd be great. I'm guessing probably not, however. But preserves also give us housing, so I'm not too unhappy about that for sure. But we do need to work, yeah, we need to work on some growth now. 600 gold for a grove, I think that's untenable. But is there anything here we can sell to you for money? Not really. Sell you marble, but you don't really have any money. And Pericles is hardly unlikely to buy it off us. No, he's not willing to. 35 grievances against us, so it's going to go down eventually. Maybe we can forget about the city war for Corinth, which obviously didn't work in our favour. Romans built an industrial zone in Antium, so they're starting to build industrial zones now, which is of course concerning. And another unmet city state has been defeated. Someone is really doing well on the domination here. That's of concern. Right. Put you on auto explore because I don't think there's anything else you can actually find here outside the Bay of Biscay. Make sure you guys are working sensible tiles. Yeah, you're working some of the Pantanal, that's okay. I don't mind the additional culture for sure. And Rome has settled Mediolanum. Where's that?
Without
not near us,
mathematics,
at least at the moment, which is good.
Those who in quarrels interpose must often wipe a bloody nose.
Okay, we may well take veterancy in future. But for now, let's work towards feudalism. We might even be the first in the medieval era, if we're lucky. Because we did have a good boost to our... We had a good boost to our culture for a while. Apadano in 17 turns, it's not a bad thing to maybe go for. Maybe I should have gone for the Ancestral Hall, but it's a bit late to go for it now. Go for the Audience Chamber, get the amenities and the housing. Because now we've got Adamatuka and Samurai Breather both with it, so that will help with our amenities going forward. And I'm retaking Auckland back off, I presume, Greece. So we retake suzerainty, which is good. Because that also, I believe, helps with our production. Yes, it does. Helps with our production in Adamatuka, so it actually really is worth doing. And even over here, although it's not obviously a very good tile, but in Ratumakus as well, we are also getting some stuff there. That might be Mediolanum. Is this Mediolanum up here? I'm not sure. Okay, how much is it for a builder? How much would it be for a builder? It would be 260, so we need another 100 gold. That's going to be 5 turns away. Unless we can sell something to you, but you have no money. Why do you have no money? Oh my goodness, you have a lot of cities. That's scary. That's fine. And our trader post is back. Let's find out where we want to send that next. Possibly we might put it in Ratumakos and put a road through all 3 of our cities. And we've met Indonesia. Wonderful. Wonderful to meet you, Indonesia. You should hopefully like us. We're not really doing too many island settles or coastal settles for the most part. Yes, you like... You like people who avoid settling and conquering cities on small landmasses. Hate anyone with numerous cities on such islands. That's fine, we should be okay with you. And you do actually have some money, so I wonder if I can stinge you for some. You have a lot of luxuries, goodness me. You have no iron. Here, let me sell you all my iron, because I don't need it at the moment, he says, probably before he needs it. You'll give me 204 gold. Excellent. And if I sell you some diplomatic favour, like, let's say 50... Would you give me some gold per turn? Yes, you would. 10 gold for 30 turns. Yes, please. Well, Indonesia, I'm happy to meet you. Here's also a delegation which hopefully will make you like us a little bit more. And that will get us a builder down here, which is very, very sorely needed. Just to get things moving. And trader now. It's a lot of money to go to Nan Modal. It's a lot of money to go to Nan Modal. And that actually gives us the road up there, so that's fine. Would be less than if we went to Ephesus. Aha, I see it's water tiles, that's why it's so valuable. So head over to Nan Modal, but you can also build a road along the way, that's fine. We're starting to get the Panthenau into our empire, but we just need the grove and to get that sorted. And Indonesia likes us, good, we actually have another friend over here. So we can probably declare a friendship with you. And you might and you're at war with Pericles, so actually we could probably be best of buddies. There's also a settler there which I'd love to grab. But I don't 810 gold to levy the military of Auckland, goodness me. That's gonna be okay. So let's grab the iron first so we can culture bomb nearby and get some additional culture. And then we can keep working. I'd probably want to then go boost the production over at Summer Breather, just so we can get this grove out as soon as possible. But let's do this. 2 production, 1 culture and some extra iron, and a little bit of a culture bomb. Not an excellent culture bomb, but a culture bomb nonetheless, and gets us a little bit more faith as well. Not that we're really going for faith at all. And then we'll build a thing at the luxuries over here, and also over at the castle up there. We haven't really focused on any wonders this game. Oh, it's a Greek settler there, I'd love. But there's no way I can get enough money to... there's no way I can get enough money to suzerain or levy the military of Auckland, because they are a very powerful military. But it's nice to have powerful military on side for sure. Okay, over at Novia Dunham even. I'm going to get another builder down. There's only 4 turns. We need some more builders just to improve our land, really. We'll go over here to get the extra luxury, because we're struggling a little bit for luxuries at the moment. And at the moment we can't actually get down any... we can't get down any corporations, because we don't have 2 of any luxury, which is frustrating, but we will make it work one way or another. Okay, Summer Breather has now got 5 citizens, but 28 turns because there's not much food growth at the moment, but I can see somewhere where we can maybe add to that. We can probably make a farm triangle here as time goes on. Classical era ends in 1 turn. We're not going to get to a golden age, sadly, but so be it. Settle in 5 turns is not bad, but I'd really like to just get another district down which requires more growth. So 2 turns to get a granary down. That will actually give me some additional food, not a huge amount but some nonetheless. And we'll promote Rainer, so forestry management, and tiles adjacent to unimproved features also receive additional appeal. Let's go have a look, see how it's doing over here now. So now the Panthenau is also earning us gold. So we're starting to get summer now at Summer Breather with Rainer. And we can probably actually switch over some of the tiles into Summer Breather's hands just to really make the Panthenau as good as it can be. Let's just make sure that we are working the best possible tiles. 3 food, 3 food. If you were to go on there, what would you be taking off? The production. No, go back to what you would. Go back to what you were on. That's fine. Well, you have now. You're taking a little bit of culture off from the Panthenau. That's fine, because once we produce the grove, everything will be a lot better anyway. We'll send our guy down here. There might be space for another city past Mogadishu if we're lucky. Let's get this mine into the Empire. And now we're winning-ish on culture again. But it's going to grow very slowly at the moment, but it will allow us to get a builder out pretty quickly. If I was to switch over to the 2-2 here, 6 turns as opposed to 11 and 3, yeah, let's do that. It's a little bit less science and culture for the time being, but it just allows us to grow that little bit quicker, which I think is important. And the world enters the medieval era, which means the World Congress is about to start, and I've just given all my diplomatic favour to Indonesia. But so be it. So, everyone else is still in a normal age. Thankfully no one's in a golden or heroic age near me, as that would really not be good with the loyalty game. We'll take monumentality again, because we're probably going to be working on speciality districts. I say that, we haven't really been, because we don't really have any population at the moment, but I'm hoping that will change in time. Make sure you're working on the highest food available to you. You are, which is good. We're earning a good amount of money now, so we can start even maybe buying some builders. We've lost Nan Modal. Why have we lost Nan Modal? Who's taken Nan Modal off me? No one yet, but we're going to need to put a envoy down there. New districts is built by this fact as a culture bomb. That'll be lovely. So I'd like to try work on that with me. And 100% of the city-states yields type when sending trade routes to a city-state of this type. We're sending it to Nan Modal. So it's a cultural city-state. So let's try that. And we will try retry take Nan Modal as soon as we possibly can. We do get a point for the border control treaty, excellent, but we don't get one for sovereignty. But that's fine. If we need to go for a diplomatic victory, we will, even though it's not really our gig, our kind of thing. Could try for Apadana, but we'd be taking out some pretty good tiles to do so. Industrial zone logistics might not be bad. We'll go for another settler and put it up here in the really god-awful tundra lands. And possibly up there. Or even down here, depending. Actually, we can probably get one more by the coast, so take one more settler. It's going to keep knackering your... Oh, do we wait? I wonder if we wait, actually, truly just because I'm struggling to get a science district down. You know what? 13 tons of Apadana is not bad at all. We have to cull one of our tiles here. Let's just cull this one here. It's going to lose us a little bit of culture, which is unfortunate. We seem to have lost quite a lot of culture somewhere, but I think that's because citizens are moving around a lot at the moment, and we also lost Nan Modal, which would be good to grab back as soon as we can. We seem to fluctuate between kind of 36 and 26 culture per turn. It's not overly clear why. Okay, special sessions World Congress. Not that it's something that we need to deal with. It's going to be for a person that we don't know about, so aid request and a city-state emergency. You can build a pasture here. And Noviodunum, you can work on a granary. You can work on a monument, actually. Some additional culture going, and I'm going to send this builder over towards Samarabriva. Cool. That works. And you already need more housing. That's fine. We've got builder in 4 turns. That's not a problem.
With the advance of feudalism came the
Are we the
growth-
first in the Are we first in the medieval era for culture? No, we're not, unfortunately. Okay, let's go for civil service. So we can kind of get these 2 main ones done, and that will push us towards stuff like Reformed Church, Exploration, Divine Right even maybe. I like Merchant Republic. It's a pretty good one. So, scientists, great writer points, general points. I'm actually good for the serfdom, it's very good. But I'm going to take out colonisation, we're not settling that much anymore. And we could probably get some more benefits elsewhere. Although really not much at the moment. But we will... I'll take this one for now, it's 2 extra gold. Or actually, no, let's go for... Oh, what do we go for here? Let's go for inspiration. Let's try and get some great scientist points one way or another. So we're at least earning something of other types, although already a lot of people are getting a lot of science per turn, and we are not. But we're going to need to start ramping up our science and cultural production pretty soon indeed. We might have even been better going for... Might have been better going for that Great General instead, because not many people have Great General points, whereas nearly everyone has Great Science points. We're doing pretty well in terms of Great Engineers though, which I'm happy about. But of course all the great profits have already gone. We will leave things there for today. Some progress, kind of failed war against Corinth, but we got Auckland on side and lost Nan Modal. Hopefully we'll be able to get Nan Modal back on side in future. But the terrain of this map has just not been our friend really. But Deity is tough and sometimes I really do struggle with it. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching. Take care. Bye bye.